Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Gordon, Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen. First, thank you very much for inviting me to this very important summit. At the same time, let me congratulate Croatia and the Croatian government and the people for the historic progress which you made. As we are actually very late in time, I'll try to be very, very short. Let me share with you three remarks. First, I think that Croatia is one of the best models for other states in the region in order to show in a very plastic way how integration process works and how actually the process at the end of the day can be rewarded. I think the Croatian example has created a very good momentum in the Balkans and is inspiring all governments, including the government of Kosovo. One of the best ways how we are trying to explain to our citizens the Croatian example is that we are trying to explain to them that the border to Europe is now in 4-hour drive. But this is a process which took actually more than 20 years. And Kosovo is actually the last chapter of that Yugoslav disintegration. It is at the same time the last country which is in a process of transition. While other countries in the region have had a transition from communism to open society, from war to peace, we had both, but we had another kind of transition, and we are still in this kind of the transition. And this is transition from international administration to the statehood and to a full statehood. My second remarks refers to the dialogue. And I think that the dialogue between Republic of Kosovo and Republic of Serbia has created a new, very good momentum. The dialogue, it is actually a dialogue between two states. It is very much focused on technical issue and is trying to improve the life of the people, to improve the regional cooperation, and is trying to support both countries for a European perspective. As you have heard in the last 2 days, we were able in the last weeks to reach 3 agreements, but I would like just to assure you that Pristina is actually ready to be very flexible, very serious, very committed in the dialogue to all European solutions which are going to be offered in the dialogue. What we will not accept is actually no frozen conflict, no partition, no violence. We are very much interested to use the dialogue in order to build the trust between both countries, and we are very ready to put the past behind, and we are very much interested through regional cooperation to have at the same time a regional reconciliation. Let me come to my third and final remark. We were very much focused in the last 3 years we were working very hard and very much focused in the last 3 years to build a state and a society from the scratch. We were investing more than 200 million euros in order to implement the Ahtisaari plan and our constitution. And the Ahtisaari plan and constitution is making Kosovo a multi-ethnic and at the same time a civic state. But as the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Bulgaria said, Mr. Mladenov, I think we are the only country in the region which is still very isolated. From 50 million inhabitants of the Southeast Europe, there are only 2 Kosovars who have today not the right to travel visa-free. And we are not asking for this year to travel visa-free. What we are asking for actually to get the visa roadmap, to have the right to work in that process. At the same time, we are the only country which doesn't have a contractual relation with the European Union. And I think it would be a very good sign if we would be able to get both of them by the end of the year. I think this could be the best way to convince the Kosovars that Kosovo is not a forgotten nation and that Kosovo is not an isolated country. And I hope all of you are going to support us in this direction, which is actually the most important direction for my people and for my country. Thank you.